Hi, I'm George, the Weather Dad, to take a look at your upcoming weekend and a little bit on into next week. Temperature-wise, it's absolutely going to be gorgeous. A lot of fall-like temperatures across most of the country. Take a look here on your Saturday temperature map. Temperatures normal or below normal across most of the Great Lakes and Midwest. A little bit warmer down towards the southeast. The only real place where we see heat is the desert southwest. Now that's on your Saturday. Here on Sunday, not much change here. Temperatures, again, high time temperatures are going to be somewhere in the 70s across most of the Midwest. It's going to be a great weekend to turn off the ACs and open up the windows. Nighttime lows could get a little chilly. In the 40s up here in the Great Lakes. It could even be down in the lower 50s, upper 40s here in the Ohio Valley. So it's going to be really some nice fall-like temperatures across the area here in the first part of September. A little bit of a warm up there in the high plains. Now that's on your Sunday. So let's jump right on into middle of next week. This is on your Wednesday. Notice a little bit more of a warm-up. Temperatures rebounding back into the 80s across most of the Great Lakes region, as well as the Ohio Valley, Midwest, and stretching back towards the west. You can see temperatures below normal, a little bit down along the Gulf Coast. That reflects that low pressure system there that's going to be producing some rain, as well as a lot of cloud cover down in that area. Now let's jump right to next Saturday, a week from Saturday. Notice this area, well, temperatures are going to be about normal or below normal, and that's because there's going to be a system developing there in the Gulf. Moving on up, there's going to be a lot of moisture. Looks like right now in the mid-Mississippi Valley, a little bit warmer as you head up into the Great Lakes area. Still very much fall-like as you head west. Now, as far as precipitation is concerned, here's that frontal system bringing in those fall-like temperatures across most of the country. Notice what's going on down in the Gulf of Mexico. We have a low-pressure system. The National Hurricane Center not really looking at this thing developing much, but there's going to be a lot of rain across the Gulf Coast along the eastern seaboard and up towards Maine. That's on your Saturday. By Sunday, that system moves on out. You're going to see some really nice fall-like temperatures up in the northeast. Notice though, again, down along the Gulf Coast, there's that disturbed weather down in that area. Now by Wednesday of next week, that system moves up into Texas, bringing a lot of it's a lot of stormy weather, let's just put it that way, across the Gulf Coast. Once again, the National Hurricane Center is not looking at this thing developing at this point, but we really kind of have to keep an eye on it. There's going to be a spin in the atmosphere, a lot of warm waters, a lot of energy for it to develop. So right now, looks like just some inclement weather, but again, we're going to have to keep an eye on it, and this is for next Wednesday. Now notice what happens here on next Saturday. That system moves out of the Gulf into the middle of the country. It's going to produce some pretty heavy rainfall, looks like, for the Ohio Valley as well as Midwest. Here comes the next system moving in, and that's going to bring in some cooler air again for the middle of September. So it looks like fall is going to be sticking around here for the next several weeks across most of the country. Now let's jump right to the Atlantic Basin for hurricanes. We got a couple of spin-ups there. Nothing really affecting the continental U.S. at this point, or the Gulf of Mexico. And this goes on into next Saturday. So this is going to be middle of September. We do have a couple of areas, little waves, that we're going to have to keep an eye on for next weekend. But here in the interim, the immediate area, not much really going on in the tropics. So have a nice weekend, everyone. I'm George, the Weather Dad.